Hello, welcome to another edition of Out of the Book Bag, Charlotte Public Library's Reader's Advisory Service to help you figure out what you'd like to read next. I'm Judith, and tonight I'm going to talk to you about women's fiction. Two books in particular. The first one is Calling Me Home, and it's a debut novel by Julie Kibler, and it deals with a young woman who has a forbidden love. It's set in 1939, where it starts out pre-World War II in Kentucky, and the young woman is white and she falls in love with a black man, and that's forbidden in that era. We come into the story when she's a 90-year-old woman, and she's asked her hairdresser to take her to a funeral in Cincinnati, and she lives in East Texas. And so through the course of that long drive, this story of her forbidden love and the child that she and he had during that time period and what happened to her, the mystery evolves. And I just found it to be very compelling and a very interesting insight into race relations at the time and even today, because her hairdresser is a black woman. The second story, also about loss, is by Karen White. It's called On Folly Beach. In this story, a young widow whose husband died in Afghanistan tries to remake her life in her mother's hometown of Folly Beach, South Carolina. And the interesting thing that happens for her is that she buys a bookstore with a lot of old books in it, and she discovers as she inventories these books that there are lots of interesting little love notes in them. And there's also this beautiful bottled glass garden out behind the bookstore. So there are all these mysteries from the people who started the bookstore and the history of it that she discovers in the pages of these books, and so she tries to heal herself by discovering what those mysteries are. Two titles that are very interesting, and I hope you enjoy them.